Hey everybody, welcome to Beer City Board Games. I'm Clay. How is everybody doing tonight? Hey Oren, hey Data, hey Dan. Glad you made it. How's everybody's week going so far? It's been it's been pretty slow here for us. Work has been a little on the slow side. We're just kind of waiting until things ramp up in production. So I actually had a pretty chill week last week, and it's looking like it's going to be a pretty chill week again this week. Uh, Up until we get up and running. How's my audio? Do I sound okay? I'm worried that I if my mic is actually closer, but it feels like it's farther away. So I'm exhausted, but doing okay. Bree had her choir concert. It went well. Oh, cool. They did a good job. That's always fun. I kind of miss going. Like Darren was in band, so I miss going to all of his band concerts and stuff. Particularly once he got into. Sound good? Okay, thanks a lot. Um, yeah, especially once he got into high school and jazz band and everything. Um, it was always a lot of fun to go watch. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying this new setup with the mic boom kind of over my head instead of just from straight on, and I'm hoping it sounds okay. Data says been busy working on a reboot for my streaming. Did not play much at all in New World for the past 3 days. Ah, man, I hear you. It's just, sometimes for the amount of time that I stream, I spend a lot of time just working on stream. If that makes if that makes sense. Like the amount of time that I spend working on the stream does not equal the amount of time that I end up actually streaming. Um, Hopefully someday that'll change and I'll be able to stream a little more frequently. But like I said, until the work schedule gets figured out, it's gonna kind of have to be what it is for right now. Week's going okay. Was gonna take some time off today, but ended up staying late. Well, that didn't work out, did it, Oren? What'd you do that for? Should have stayed home and played some games. $200 invested, but it's at least a one-time deal. Oh wow. Uh, $200 invested in your stream setup. You have me curious now. Locke says it was nice to get back into streaming today. I get what you mean. Yeah, Locke, I'm kind of bummed that I don't get the opportunity to make it into your streams much anymore. It would it would be nice if I could catch. Sometimes I can sometimes I can catch them like on lunch break a little bit, but uh, that's pretty infrequent. Uh, yes. Oh, okay. So it was for stream. Data, can I ask what you improved? I mean, obviously, you could tell me to mind my own business and just watch for the surprise if you want. Too much to do, yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting into that busy time of year, aren't you, Oren? Where it kind of gets down to the end of the year. Got a lot to. It's all good. You got to make that moolah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Locke, what did you do today for stream? Did you play some New World? I haven't had a chance to check out the VOD yet. I I basically also could Hallertau be more on brand for this stream. um, Surprisingly, very little actual beer involved in Hallertau. Actually, Brass Birmingham, my favorite game, has more beer in it than Hallertau does. But we are potentially growing some hops. Speaking of beers, tonight I have a Golden Road Brewing Mango Cart Wheat Ale. Um, and I took a sip, and it is very mango-y. If you like mango, you will like this beer. In fact, when we were at Gen Con, um, we tried the Yingling mango beer, which the name is escaping me now. Um, but that was the most mango beer I had ever, like mango flavored beer I'd ever tasted. This reminds me of that. So I'm actually really excited because we can't get Yingling here in Michigan. So I'm very excited that I found that this is as good as it is. Covering for another lead and have at two projects going on. Wow. Dan says, I played New World after sitting in front of my computer for a half hour trying to figure out what to play. Yeah, I hear you, man. I kind of went through that a little bit this evening, too. I wanted to play Hallertau, but I was worried that it was going to be, that I wasn't going to have enough time, because it's been a while since I've played it. Um, so I've, I was worried that it was going to take me too long to get back into it, to remember everything. Uh, but I decided, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, I might as well just do it. like I just I Hallertau sounded really good. Let's see. Sounds delicious. It is very delicious. Hey, Spider Monkey, how are you? We have a rather interesting chili beer over here in Perth. Really? Chili beer. And a chili ginger beer too. We're a classy bunch. So I've had I really like meads, and here in Michigan there's a meadery called Bee Nectar, and they make what's called Devil's Juice, which is it's mead with smoked pineapple and chili pepper, and so it's sweet at first, but then it burns on the back end, and it's really good. This is green screen, not a filter app, lighting, props, new webcam, and some online stream designers did some work for you. Really? Data, I can't wait to see it. I'm really excited. I can't wait to check that out. Let's see. Yep, that does sound delicious. Absolutely. Yeah, Oren, how are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? Let's see. Starting to feel better. Then it got worse again. Think my cold's turned into a sinus infection. That's the worst. I've been having a lot of that lately too, with how dry the air is starting to get up here. Can't wait to see your stream now, Data. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited. I can't wait to check that out. That sounds amazing. I can't wait to see all the upgrades. Yep, my housemate's friend is one of the best brewmasters in Western Australia. He makes so many limited runs of beer where he just goes nuts. That's cool. I've never actually tried brewing my own beer, but I would like to give it a shot. I have brewed several batches of my own mead, which I'm finally starting to get low on, so I may have to do another batch of that at some point. In fact, that was one thing that I was considering doing for a stream at some point, some kind of special stream where I actually go through the process of how I make the mead and everything. At least, you know, up until I put it in the fermenter, because obviously you wouldn't want to sit and watch mead ferment for a year, probably. I mean, I don't know what y'all have going on, but I'm guessing that's not going to work. Zombie horn. Yeah, good friend to have, right? Absolutely. Stream that mead. Speaking of, There is a new community challenge that I just started yesterday. Uh, so if let me see if I can pull it up here. But if we reach, I think it was 100,000 channel points in 30 days, then I will do a stream tour of my entire board game collection where I go through each game one by one and talk a little bit about it and what it's like. Hey, Lock's already on it. Yeah, I thought that would be kind of just a fun thing to do. I've been trying to think of a good kind of community. I have started the process. It has begun. Oren. Oren's on it too. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm very intimidated by the idea because holy cow, that's going to take a while. Um, but I think that'll be kind of fun. And I was trying to think of, like kind of a bigger thing to do for some sort of community challenge. I thought that'd be uh good thing you put up a cap. Yeah, for sure had to put a cap on it. Definitely had to put a cap on it. um yeah, got oh, you could totally just have a separate camera that is focused on the mead, and we can watch the mead and you at the same time. I have a friend who streams his DJing and has a camera on his fish tank. Oh, so like when I stream, just have a separate mead cam. Honestly, there would not be much. I mean, that's a cool idea, but there would not be much to see. You'd see some occasional bubbles. Uh, a lot of bubbles in like the first week, and then slowly less and less bubbles as time goes on. There, me, Oren, and Locke got us up to 6%. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Data. A single bubble comes up, I can watch it. I mean, we all like bubbles. I mean, nobody's arguing that fact. Well, thanks everybody for contributing already. I'm very excited. Like I said, I'm very intimidated by the idea of doing a collection stream. It'll probably take quite a while, but I think it'll be kind of fun. I like staring at coffee being stirred. Oh, yeah, sure. There is something very relaxing about that. Occasional bubbles, that's the content I want. just I just imagine like everybody on the edge of their seat and that one bubble goes up and then there's just a round of applause and cheers. uh 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 yeah. That would be pretty funny. Um all right. So, tonight I am playing a solar game of Hallertau. I almost pulled a Kylaris. I won't go into detail about what that means. Um, there, I've got it set up for a solo game of Hallertau, which is a Uwe Rosenberg um, worker placement game. Uh, Lock, come on. Come for the game, stay for the bubbles. Actually, speaking of, we could probably get some. Should we get some music on? Almost pulled a Kylaris. Yeah, Selfish Lock, you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Why did I say I need an upgrade? Uh-oh. Maybe I can't do. Oh, there we go. Huh, weird. I wonder why the music didn't work. Or, like, it wouldn't let me change the pretzel station for some reason. Let's see. It's powered by the sun. Bossa Nova music plus coffee for the win. Yeah, that sounds pretty chill. Hallertau feels like it could be one of Oren's Stevens. We can all make a Pantheon board game till the real deal is released. Wow. Pretzel Rocks has changed a ton of their free content stuff. Has it? I'll have to look into that then. I didn't realize that it had changed. I don't use it unless I'm streaming, and I just happen to pull it up, but I'm sitting away from my computer, so I can't really read what's going uh, on that page very well. Don't get Horn started. Found out the hard way. Yeah. Yep. I seems like that's how I find out how a lot of things aren't working for me for stream. All right. Let me get switched over to our live cam. Okay. So, Hallertau is an Uwe Rosenberg farming game. It's a worker placement game where we're going to be placing workers out on this main board up here in order to take actions. We're going to be... A lot of those actions are going to involve planting crops in our field down here, or gaining sheep, or turning those sheep into meat or wool or things like that. Basically, we're trying to gather resources so that we can move this board to the other end of this board. So as we spend goods to shift these craft houses down, our community board is also going to slide down. In the beginning, music is a bit loud. Okay. Let me get that fixed. Alright, how are we doing now? We're rocking now? Yeah, well it's on the last one. It's on the last one that I played, and apparently I can't switch it from that anymore. Because everything else is locked. So I'm not... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to change that now. Like I said, I'm away from the computer by quite a bit, so... Can't actually see what's going on over there. Mainly a little distracting. I mean, I can always turn it off too if it's too much. Honestly, this is not the kind of music that I really want to have on here, but Bubbles. All right. Yeah, if it gets to be too much, just let me know. I'll turn it off. I can't really hear it over here very well. I hear it a little bit, but yeah, I don't want it to be distracting. see where... Where's my mic audio? There it is. That's a more important thing for me to have. But I should be able to see. So yeah, we're going to be taking these actions, spending resources to move this board down this track. At the beginning of the game, it's going to give us more workers for each round as we push this down. But as we get towards later game, eventually it's going to start giving us more points as well. Spider Monkey's very focused. Bubbles! Oh, Locke. You're on top of it with the BGG link. Very nice. So, a couple of clever mechanisms in this particular game. One is the way that the worker placement works in this one. Each space has 3 different rows where you can... so moddy this week. Where you can place workers. So the first time you place a worker there, it only takes 1 worker to do that action. But if that space is full, then it takes 2 to take the action if you want to do it again. Or 3 if you want to do it a third time. Which especially gets interesting in multiplayer games where you start to, take up spaces from other people. Another interesting thing about this game is the card play. So we're going to have a hand of cards at the beginning of the game, and we're going to get 1 new card each round from our farm board, and there are also spaces out on the board which will get us more cards. These cards can be played at any time. So you meet the requirement, you pay. Sometimes you have to just meet the requirement, sometimes you have to pay the resources, but you get to play that card immediately. I love making a playlist for ambient music for my board games by theme. I do that as well. What is up with my... You know what? Hold on, guys. I'm actually... So there's... Something's going on with my green screen cam, so I'm gonna turn that off for right now. If I try to show you something, I'll turn it back on real quick, but it was starting to flicker, and I didn't want that to be distracting either. Yeah, Data, we tend to do that too. In fact, especially if we're playing something big like Arkham Horror or Eldritch Horror or something like that, we will definitely put up a playlist. I have one on Spotify that I made for Twilight Imperium, so when we have a big TI day, we'll get that going. Why don't you live in Michigan? Yeah, Data. If you're ever looking to move, I'm telling you. I told my wife if we move again out of state, it would be Michigan. She's fine with it. Nice. There we go. Just about to tell you about the flicker. Yeah, I happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye on OBS. I'm not sure what is causing that. I think I need a better I think it might be the USB hub that I'm using because I've got my camera and my ring light both plugged into it, and I think there's some sort of short issue going on there. So the worker placement uniqueness there. The card play is unique in that you can play any card from your hand at any time, basically. The other kind of... It sounds a little... It doesn't sound exciting, but it's kind of a neat thing in this particular game. Another interesting thing is the fact that there, crop rotation is a thing in this game. So if these fields on my farm board remain empty, next round they are going to improve in quality. So they will be able to grow more crops for me. If I use them and harvest harvest crops from that particular field space, it'll actually move down, meaning I won't be able to harvest as much from it the next round. We have family in California and New Jersey. We do not want to move to any of them. Oh, okay. Kyle told me to say hi, Tuna, by the way. Oh, hey, Kyle. Oh, are Kyle and Missy streaming right now? Tell them I said hey. Legends, hey. How are you doing today? I checked out your stream and was immediately jealous of the beaches and the weather. Watching them a while ago. Misty is streaming Animal Crossing. Okay, very cool. Is everyone in chat except me from Michigan? No, Spider Monkey. No. Let's see. So, Selfish Lock and Orin live, and Orin and Kylaris obviously live near me, but let's see. Data is Pacific Northwest. Legends is Hawaii. Oh, the game I bought the other day, I just found out the box glows in the dark. Oh, cool. That was that, oh, what was it? Evil, something evil. Oh, no. I was gonna look it up and I, like, forgot the name of it, so I never got the opportunity to. Have you had a chance to play it yet, Legends? WA, Western Australia? Tales of Evil, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Thanks for checking out my stream. It's just for my phone, but it's fun to see the ocean and chat with board games. Yeah, for sure, man. I can't think of much better than that. One of my favorite things in the world is just sitting on a beach somewhere, just listening to the waves, and I'm immediately calmed right down. Haven't gotten to play it yet. Okay. Got plans to this weekend, maybe. Do you have a local game group, Legends, that you play with pretty frequently, or do you play with family, friends, kids, anything like that? All right. So rather than giving a full teach of this game, because it is pretty large, I'll give kind of a brief rundown, and then we'll just kind of get into it, and if you have questions, I'll happily answer them as we go, and I'm sure I'll explain some of the rules as I take the actions. Oh, the ocean, never done the Pacific. I've actually never seen the Pacific Ocean either. Used to have a lot of game groups before COVID, sure. Yeah, right. That'll do it. Okay. So, each round, I've already done it during setup this round, but first thing we always do in a solo game of Hallertau is flip over a quadrant card. Basically what this does is it's going to show us which of these quadrants we're going to clear some of the worker placement spaces off from. For those that came in later, I will put this link up again. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks, Locke. Now I just do solo or play games with my brother, but going to a convention next year. Oh yeah? Which one? I'm very curious now. I love going to conventions, Legends. if you go check out the VODs on my channel, you will see a vlog that I did from Gen Con. Stardew Valley would be a nice Christmas gift for your daughter. Okay, very cool. I've never played the video game of Stardew Valley. It was recommended to me by a friend. Dice Tower West. Okay, cool. That's kind of out in the Las Vegas area, right? Data's Data is tickling Selfish Lock's acquisition disorder. Sorry, the board game version of that, Clay. Yeah, I kind of assumed that's what you meant, Data. I haven't played either. Yeah, Las Vegas. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would like to make it out there at some point. Dice Tower East would be an easier place for me to get to. It's actually not too bad for me to get down to Florida. In comparison, I guess Vegas really wouldn't be that bad either. But at some point, I really want to get to. I've been to Gen Con several times now. I don't want to stop going to that, but I want to check out some other conventions as well. I would really like to try Origins, which is also kind of within driving distance of where we live. I would like to try PAX U, just because that's also fairly close. I've never been to any of the BGG cons. I think I would enjoy those quite a bit, especially the one that comes after Essen, because that's so all of the Essen titles are there in a typical year. Did stream is bad for my bank account? Sure. Ooh, linguine. That sounds good. I'd go to any convention, never been to a gaming one. Luck, if Grand Con picks back up, then I will come and get you and take you to Grand Con. In fact, actually, so in this game, we're flipping over cards to remove cubes, to remove workers from certain areas of the board. Sometimes there is a question mark on it, and the way I decide which one to do is by using a die. I'm actually using my my Grand Con die. That's what is up with that. All right. Boo. All right. We'll do this instead. So I've got my Grand Con die. It's a metal die, but it's got this cool little Grand Con lion logo on it. And then it's got, on the 6, it says Grand Con. So those are UR flickers. Yeah, I noticed. I'm gonna have to mess around with that. It didn't do it the last time I tried doing this, so I'm not sure why it started now. And that is one of my newer cameras. I'll have to play around with it. Wonder if Clay got to play a super large version of a board game in one of the conventions. I've seen them played. I haven't played them myself. I've seen the extra large version of Catan. I've seen the large version of King of Tokyo, which I totally would have played. That would have been kind of fun. There was one of my favorite things to watch is the large Lego version of Robo Rally, where you actually program little Lego robots to take the actions just like you would in the board game. That's always a lot of fun to watch. But no, Data, I have not had the opportunity to actually play any of those. Okay. I should probably get started here before I forget what I'm doing. Alright, so the first thing we do is we remove the King of Tokyo as big as you. Not quite as big as me, maybe as big as my daughter. So we remove from a quadrant. We've already done that. Step 2 is to remove a card from our farm board, so that's going to go into my hand. So these cards are going to have different things on them. Some of them are going to have things like a cost that I have to pay in order to get a benefit, and some of them are going to have just things that I need to have in order to get that benefit. And I'm really annoyed that my green screen's not working. And then some of them are going to have end of game scoring on them. You're looking at the giant King of Tokyo. Yeah, the giant King of Tokyo is pretty cool. Alright, then I would do income, but there is no income just yet, so now I move on to the... oh, you know what? That doesn't go in my hand yet, that goes here. Because I put my 6 cubes, my 6 worker cubes on it. So those are the workers that I have available to me in the first round to take my actions. Looks fun, yeah. Yeah. Locke, are you looking at the Giant King of Tokyo or the Lego Robo Rally? Alright. So I need to 14 of the same type of good. That's my my end of game scoring card says spend 14 of the same type of good in order to score the 10 points on that card. So I need to figure out what kind of engine I can build to get a lot of the same type of resource. And probably the easiest way to do that would be to start growing some crops. Now the Robo Rally, it is awesome. Yes, it looks cool. It looks like a lot of fun. Alright. So I can cultivate. Cultivate would let me plant 3. Move up to 2 empty fields into row 5. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do this first. Takes 2 cubes, but it's a slightly better action than the other one. The other one lets me plant, but not improve. So I'm going to move 2 empty fields up to row 5. And then I get to plant 1 crop. So I start with a barley, a rye, and a flax. Richard Garfield game, yeah. Both of those are actually Richard Garfield games, aren't they? Robo Rally and Robo Rally is Richard Garfield, right? Am I remembering that correctly? But yeah, and King of Tokyo. If you like Robo Rally, then you will probably like Mechs vs. Minions, or also Quirky Circuits. Legends, we own both of those. Quirky Circuits, I have a lot of fun playing with my kids. Mechs vs. Minions, that's one that we have a lot of fun with. That's totally a real fun beer and pretzels game. I actually love it when the programming goes wrong in that game. In competitive games, it can be annoying, but in Mechs vs. Minions, it's just hilarious. I think there's something about kind of the cartoony nature of the characters and everything, too. And that's the one that was created by Riot Games, set in the world of League of Legends. Alright. And I get to plant one. Let's see. We're gonna plant the rye down there. Extras Minions $200 US on Amazon. Wow, really? I don't know if it's... That may just be because it's not in stock. So I think the... I don't know that they ever went to like retail with that game. I think Riot sold it on their website. Yeah, around $80 when it first came out, but out of print now, right, for sure. Yeah, because I remember thinking that how great of value that game was for the amount of content that you get. And, like, I mean, it's pre-painted miniatures. The components are, like, super heavy-duty. All have, like, these really nice game trays in them. So, yeah, it was... The amount of stuff you got in that game for that price was insane. Yeah. That's a... Yeah. Legends, I see you said you finished that whole campaign. I would like to try that one again. We've played it a few times, but we haven't finished it yet. I would definitely like to get back into that one. Should have picked it up. Should have picked it up yourself. Yeah, for sure. I actually got it at Gen Con through the Gen Con flea market. So I bought my copy used. But they had resealed everything, so I was able to kind of open it up, take a look, and make sure that like everything was sealed back up and stuff, so I wouldn't spoil anything. But yeah, so I was able to get it on there for a pretty good discount. So, I mean, really, what I got that for was a crazy price for what all comes in that game. Selfish Lock is lurking. My game group before COVID seemed to always finish campaigns of a lot of games. See, now Legends, we are not very good at that. We start a lot of campaign games, and we play a few scenarios, and then we say, "Ooh, there's this new fancy game out. We should try that one." I need to start going back and actually finishing up. But like, I think we've only played one game of Charterstone, and then it's been sitting on my shelf forever. I think the exception to that, I mean, we are slowly making our way through Gloomhaven, but we are at least still playing that one pretty consistently. Mansions of Madness is not necessarily a campaign game, I suppose. But it still has different scenarios, and I think we've played almost all of the scenarios in that one. I'm trying to finish that one up so I can get to the Lord of the Rings version. the Journeys in Middle Earth. I'm trying to finish up Mansions of Madness so I can get, and then I'll start Journeys in Middle Earth. We're all the same way with video games too, yeah. What's that? Getting started and then getting distracted by the new shiny. I'm very much that way. Like I said, I said this I think in my last stream, but my favorite thing is learning new games. I love the process of learning games. So, yeah. So, just that whole idea of learning a new game is enough to draw me away from some of the older games, I guess. Whew. Descent Journeys in the Dark First Edition is going for $134.99. Finished the first campaign of Lord of the Rings Journey to Middle-earth. Great campaign. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I like the card system in we have played like the first scenario or two out of Journeys of Middle-earth. I like the card system in that better than I like the dice system from Mansions of Madness. Wow, Legends, you have all three of the Descents. So, Legends, I take it that means you have the new version? If so, what do you think of that? That's a very large box of stuff. Alright. Where were we? Improved the field. Let's see, we're going to... let's also... Let's see. We're gonna do some clearing also. So that gets us a field at 2. And a brick. Let's see. I'm gonna play this card here that says if I have exactly 1 or 2 fields planted, I can harvest 1 field. I'm gonna harvest my rye, which means I move it over here to the storehouse, and it now says I have 3 rye. Spider Monkey, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Legends. Legends, if you haven't yet, if you get a chance, go check out that go check out the Discord as well. There's a lot of good discussion going on there about, like I said, tabletop games, role-playing games, all that kind of stuff. There should be a link in to the Discord in the About section. Spider Monkey, thanks so much for that gift sub. That's amazing. You are awesome, and I'm glad you're here. Newest Descent, the bottom half of the box is empty till you make the cardboard terrain, but haven't played it yet. Okay. That was the other guy's Spider Monkey defense. Very nice. Data loves dungeon crawls. I actually don't play too many dungeon crawls. Honestly, mid to heavyweight Euros tend to be my wheelhouse. Um, Kylaris, I just got home. Gonna lurk while I take a shower. Hope you were having a swell night. We're having a great night. How did volleyball go? I'm totally a figment of your imagination. You should probably see someone about that. Woo! Spider Monkey, you'll have to get in line with all the other figments of my imagination. First and second board game I ever got were Dungeon Crawl, Space Hulk, and Dungeon Quest. Okay. Dungeon Quest. FFG. Was Dungeon Quest FFG? Dungeon Quest, didn't they just reprint that? Didn't Hasbro just bring that back out? Or am I thinking of Hero Quest? I might be thinking of Hero Quest. I think I'm thinking of it. Yeah. Kai Chair. Wow. Lost as usual, but played well, got some exercise, and had some laughs. It's all good. I'm glad you had fun, Kylaris. Yes, it was FFG. Yeah, like I said, I think I was thinking of Hero Quest. I think I was mixing up Hero Quest and Dungeon Quest in my mind. Thank you to Kyle Artist for the lurk. Okay, so I played that. I harvested my rye. And this actually lets me draw a card. So there are 4 different types of cards that I could play. We've got our farm cards, which are cards that are going to come off of my farm board. I'm going to get a new one. I'm unfollowing. Farm cards are going to come off my farm board. They're going to give me different objectives to complete for various rewards. Gateway cards are going to be easier objectives to complete for small rewards. These market stall cards are going to give me, if I complete those, if I'm able to play those, I'll be able to get income, like a recurring income each round. And then the bonus cards here are going to give me points at the end of the game for like larger points for completing larger orders. Alright. I've got 2 workers left. I'm gonna plant 3 fields. I'm gonna plant 1 rye. We'll make that 5. 1 barley and 1 flax. Okay. Still have a sealed copy of Android Netrunner, one of my favorite card games. I never played Android Netrunner. I've played a few of the LCGs. I played the Lord of the Rings LCG, and I still own the Arkham Horror LCG, which is my favorite so far. I have not tried the Marvel Champions LCG yet, but I am a little bit intrigued by it. I've honestly been avoiding getting it because I just could see myself really falling into that game and wanting to get all of the packs and everything, and I really don't need to do that. I just filled up the last cube on my shelf. with games, so we are definitely to a one in, one out situation. I feel sorry for you. Data, when you come to Michigan, you can bring it with you. You can teach me. You'll teach me that and Space Hulk. Oh my word, out of nowhere, I have a craving for fried green tomatoes. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks for giving that craving to the rest of us now. Okay. What can I do? I need to harvest, but I don't know that anything out here gives me. Where is the harvest abilities? Are there no harvests on the board? It's been a while since I played this, guys. Brick equal to the round number, so that's not particularly great right now. My work here is done. Oh, fried eggplant is good too. Green tomatoes have a sour taste to them, so good with the breading. Yeah, definitely. I like that kind of tangy, crunchy. Yeah, they're good. I think I'm going to, for my last action, come up here and grab a market card. Because I want something that's going to start giving me some income each round. Thanks, Oren. Wouldn't let you do mod things for some reason? Oh, you should still be set as mod. I want to be famous! Yeah, right. No thanks. Alright. So that's the end of that round, or that, I'm sorry, that's the end of that action phase. So now, oh, that's right. The harvest action isn't an action because it's actually something we're going to do right now. So, let's see. So this card now comes into my hand, which is the one that will let me spend 2 brick and 1 level 5 field to get 3 level 2 fields. I think I am, it just wouldn't in that moment. Oh, okay. Are you on mobile, Locke? Sometimes I have issues with that when I'm on mobile. Okay. Got my card. Empty field is going to improve. These fields are going to get harvested and slide down. So this is kind of that crop rotation thing that I was talking about. Okay. Oh, I have no fur. I'm not going to be able to upgrade my community house this round, which kind of stinks. Alright. I have no sheep, so I get no milk. So this is the point where I would spend resources to move these craft houses. So, in the first round, it only costs 1 good to move these. You should have the no thanks game next to you for the bots. Yeah. you're on PC. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. So in the first round, it costs 1 good to move each of these up. In later rounds, it's going to get more and more expensive, and it's going to be a little bit more specific on the things that I can use to upgrade these buildings. So, I can upgrade the bakehouse. I only need to spend 1 of those goods. Let me double check. Is it 1 of the goods, or is it 1 of each? That's what it is. So I only have to pay 1, but you get discounts on them if you pay more than 1 type of good. That's what it is. I just can't see that because it's covered up by my cards. So, paying a rye to move over the bakehouse. I can pay a flax to move over the manufacturer. I can pay the barley to move over the brew house, and I can pay the brick to move over the carpentry. Fortunately, I don't have meat or milk, so I'm not going to be able to move over my cooling house. So one thing you can get in this game too is jewelry. Jewelry can be spent just to move one of these without having to spend all of the resources. You spend 1 jewelry to move 1 building. Alright, so now I've got my... spend 2 brick. I need to start getting some sheeps. I need sheeps and goods. 14 goods of the same type. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move this over. Oh, actually, you know what? First thing we gotta do is we gotta flip over the quadrant card. We're moving from quadrant 4. So the board is split into 4 quadrants. We've got quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. At the beginning of each round, I'm going to flip over one of these cards, and it's going to tell me which quadrant we remove the cubes from the top row of. So, in this one, I've played to that one, so those cubes are going to come off of there. All of the rest of these just had the 1 cube on them, so those all come off. So right now, quadrant 4 is probably the cheapest one to go to, although quadrant 3 is still fairly cheap to go to also. I zoned out for a second, and all I heard was bakehouse. Make it a village of bakeries. The whole village will smell like bread. Delicious bread. You know, Spider, I used to... The Blord. Paul Blord Malcop. You guys. Spider, I used to bake... I used to bake bread pretty frequently, and I loved how it made the house smell. I would do like homemade like sandwich bread, and I would do homemade like French bread. I'd do homemade like from scratch pizza dough pretty frequently. I don't so much anymore, just because as cool as it was and as good as it was also a lot of work. But I am pretty sure I could live off of just some bread and cheese. His bread was not blordinary. Welcome to Carb Village. Carbhio. We made homemade bread the other day, and it smelled delicious. And it with slow-cooked roast, carrots, potatoes, and onions. Yum! That sounds like a really good fall meal, Oren. Like I said, Jen's been doing a lot of those type of meals lately too, and it's so good. Schmidt says my wife makes bread all the time. I do the cinnamon rolls. Wow, that's a good trade-off. I'll take some cinnamon rolls. He did blurt over us how good it was, though. Oh! Locke's asking for a timeout. I think I know what Locke's looking for, though. He's looking for his... So we're all going to Orrin and Kylaris' house for dinner, then? Yeah. I figured that's what you were waiting for, Locke.
New City Board Games. What the poop?
Stream's not complete until you hear Locke's intro. Cinnamon and coffee. Cinnamon rolls and coffee sound good right now. Yes, that does sound good. That happened their last cooking stream. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, their last cooking stream. Well, it was Dan's redemption, so you know him going there. That's fine, and I just kind of weaseled my way into it. It was very good, though. See you in a couple days. Locke, thank you. Yes, definitely go check out Orrin and Kylaris over on their channel if you're not already following them. Some of the greatest people I've had the opportunity to hang out with. Such nice people, and they are just a lot of fun to watch. They tend to stream a lot of different stuff. Mostly been doing some New World right now, but they have also streamed some Battlefront and some Sea of Thieves. Orrin was doing a Subnautica bonus stream up until recently. I think he just finished that one up, though. Hey, Parallel. Locke, if you would, go ahead and throw yourself a shout-out in there as well. My buddy Selfish Locke, he finally got feeling well again, so he's back to streaming. He's also streaming some New World, but also does some art streams and things like that. His art streams are such a cool thing to watch. I just love watching that whole process. Thank you, sir. Parallel, how's it going? Yeah, for sure, Locke. I always appreciate you guys being in here, being in chat, and hanging out with everybody. Oh, it was New World you were playing today. Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, I think I asked you that already, didn't I? Going well. Good to hear, Parallel. Good to hear. Okay. So we've cleared that. Took this. I've got 6 actions again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Or 6 workers, anyway. May not necessarily be 6 actions. So this time, I'm going to have to pay 2 goods to move these houses. The lines on this board are a little hard to see. Sometimes I... And actually, you know what? I think I'm forgetting a step. Also, I think these rocks are supposed to move over, so there's always at least one space that they can move without having to use a tool. boulders and around. These two are actually going to stay here because those haven't moved. I was looking at all the stuff. Looks like plates of mint and candy. Yeah, it kind of does. Actually, these little bowls that I have everything in, these were little clay projects made for me by my daughters for Father's Day as little component trays for me to keep all of my bits and stuff in when I'm playing games at the table. But we've got clay here. We've got hops and barley here. We've got wool and milk. We've got fur and meat. We've got sheep and rye and flax. And then over here we've got some tools and some more fields. Yeah, I was pretty excited. A lot of the gifts that they tend to get me are kind of like board game, homemade things like that, and it's pretty great. Okay, so we got that. Still no income. So we're back to taking our actions. Let's see. Wool. Clay. I don't have clay. I think for the first action, I'm going to come over here and get a sheep and a meat. The meat comes down here. The sheep is actually going to come over here onto my stable board. This sheep's going to stay here and produce milk for me each round for at least another round and a half. And then when I take this card off to put it over here to put my cubes on it, this sheep actually grows old and dies. So, so she's not gonna be with me forever, but hopefully we'll be able to get some resources out of her first, and then there are things that you can do to extend the life of your sheep, which basically means they're going to come down here into this paddock, and then that will be actually worth points at the end of the game if I can get them down there. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. All right. I also like this small trade. That's pretty inexpensive at the moment, so that gives me plus 2 crops. I'm going to take 2 barley. I can take a milk or a wool. Now, what of these do I need? Okay, so if I spend a wool, I can get a meat every round. That's pretty good. That's one of those income cards, which means I get something for really not having to do much. I like that. So for my second one, rather than taking the milk, I'm going to take the wool. And then 1 sheep gains plus 1 round. So that sheep that I just got, rather than sitting there and waiting to die off, she's now safe. She's going to live a long, healthy life. I'll take a handmade gift any day, especially for my kids. Yeah, for sure. Definitely Schmidt. Making a grocery list while I'm hungry now equals bad plan. Yes, that is not a great idea. We always had a tendency to go do our grocery shopping while we were hungry, and that was just such a bad idea. Bye, sheepy. We loved you while you lived. Now you dead. Yeah, we saved her. She's all right now. She'll be good. We need a bucket of ginger snaps. Mm. Long life, sheepy. That's right. All right. All right, and now that I've done that, I can play that by spending that wool that I just got, and now every round, at the beginning of the round, I'm going to get some meat. So I will consistently have a meat resource available. At least one. I don't know what emotions to have right now. This sheep is gonna die, but it's time for my air guitar solo. Silence of the Lambs. Okay, we've got... Alright, we've got some good stuff going now. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's sell some land and get some jewelry. That's always good. You know what? I am going to do that, because I've got 4 right now. We're going to sell off this level 2 plot of land. And that's going to get me 1 jewelry and 3 brick. Hello, Clarice. Sounds like the background music to Count Dooku's metal band. If anybody missed it, on the last Orna Kylaris stream, we spent some time delving into Christopher Lee's band. It was interesting. Apparently he's done several metal bands and a couple of metal Christmas albums, which is very interesting. Let's see. Oh, if I can get 1 more jewelry, I could get a fur. That's really good. This has the typical Uwe Rosenberg thing in that every option feels like a good option. Steel wool imprisoning me. Oh my gosh, Orin. I see what you did there. That gem of information started on this channel, though. Oh, was that here? I didn't realize that was here. I thought that was... Apparently, just all of our streams are all one stream in my mind. I just love Uwe's name. Yeah. Yeah, he is definitely one of my favorite designers. I've considered doing a list of my favorite designers at some point. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. I'd be willing to bet that he would be on that list. Resistance of our stream is futile. There's Maui hair everywhere. Maui is our white golden retriever, by the way. And he leaves little white hairs everywhere. Even on my board game table somehow, I'm not sure how it would have got up here, but I hope he's not sitting on the table. I learned about Christopher Lee's hidden talents here and brought it up again in conversation. Oh, okay. Placate Kylaris so we can move on. Gotcha. I don't have enough room for that name change. That just gave me an idea, but we'll chat after stream, guys. Get more sheep. More sheep is good. Oh, you know what? I think I put it on this one. It should have been on this one. Not that it matters now, because we saved her anyway. But going forward, I'll just have to remember that that's what I do. Move a craft building one space to the left for 2 jewelry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Mainly, I'm trying to get jewelry right now because I'm trying to stockpile some resources because the bonus card that I have for the end of the game says spending 14 goods of the same type. So I'm really trying to hold on to some of my goods, some of my like resources, so I'm not spending them. Okay. My last... Oops. I should actually take the thing that I said I was going to take. My last 2 workers I'm going to use to get 2 tools. These tools are going to be used to move these boulders on my community building board. So I have one space that I can move them without having to spend anything. But for each boulder that needs to get moved, I have to have a tool if I were to bump one of these craft buildings up to one of the boulders. So, that's the end of the action phase. Now I get to look at this card. If I have 3, 5, or 7 hops, I can spend 3, 5, or 7 hops to get 0, 3, or 6 hops, plus 1 level 4 field, and draw a market card. So I'd get some of those hops back, it looks like, which is not bad. All of my fields are empty, so they're all going to improve, which is nice. Then I would harvest, nothing to harvest. I get 1 milk from my sheep. And now we get to spend to move this thing. So let's spend. We're gonna spend the meat and the milk. So we can move the cooling house, which is gonna shift this over. So now we're going to have more actions. I'm already going to get at least 7 actions on the next turn. Let's see. We're going to spend a rye and a flax to the bakehouse. Spend 2 flax to move the manufacturer. 2 barley to move the brew house. 2 brick to move the carpentry. Then I have a tool so I can move. Actually, I have. 2 tools, so I'm going to move that. So now this whole thing shifts again. So next round, I've gone from having 6 actions, or 6 workers, to having 8 on the next round. Which is pretty good. I did spend more resources than I meant to, but you can get actually quite a fair amount of points by upgrading this community house. There's where it says the moving the boulders. I found it in the rule book, but apparently it's right here on my playwright also. Okay, so quadrant 3. So quadrant 3 just got very cheap. Nice. Now we're taking that, and we got 8 workers. 3, 6, 8. Income, I get 1 meat. And now we're back to actions. Interest peaked. Yeah, an idea popped into my head. If I remember to message you guys after stream, I will do so. Okay. Well, at this point, cultivation seems like a pretty good idea. It's only cost 1 worker. All of my fields are pretty high value at this point. So we're going to mark that down. We're going to plant 1 rye, 1 flax, and 1 barley. I kind of like the idea of doing that small trade again and getting just a whole bunch of different goods. It's pretty not bad. Per sheep. Seriously, been too long since I've had a porter or stout. I may need to remedy that soon. I haven't actually had a lot of those heavier beers lately either. It's been a while. Typically IPAs, double IPAs, wheat beers. Although we are getting into the winter months, which is usually if I'm gonna drink a heavier beer, that's usually when I'm gonna do it. Now that it's getting cooler, I want something heavier. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Same here. So, is there anything else I can do that would give me jewelry? I don't think there is. So if I could get one more, then I could get 3 fur. I'm going to play this card here. This card says I can spend 3 jewelry to get 2 fur. Whoops, I don't need to take 2 fur. And then that also lets me draw a market card. Ooh, okay. This one says I can spend 2 sheep to get a sheep every round. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's see, would I rather have the sheep and the meat or the sheep and the fur? Fur's a little harder for me to come by. So we're gonna get another sheep and another fur. I'm gonna hold on to that card for right now because I really should probably really keep them until they've had a chance to make some resources for me. Beer with 2 syllables, beer. Beer. Is our Michigan accent showing? Yeah. The beer. So that's from, if nobody's watched it, that's from the Goes Wrong show. If you have not watched it yet, go watch it. It's pretty hilarious. It's on Amazon Prime, I believe. So funny. I'm going to use one of my cubes to get a tool. I now have 3 tools and 2 sheep, which I'm going to use to get a milk and a wool. And another market card. Which I'm going to play immediately, because it says if I have 3 fur, which I have, I will get a fur every round. Starting to snowball now. Yeah, we definitely have that Midwest accent. Beer. Beer. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of the night. Great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't think I wanna give up that sheep just yet. Is there a cheap spot for me to get? There is. I'm trying to see if there's a place that gives me more than 1 field, but I don't think there is. So I'm going to do this here, and it's going to either get 4 brick or 1 level 4 field, so we're going to get that field back that we sold off earlier. Don't slip into the Swedish Chef. I watched a 1-second clip of that show and almost spit out my Pepsi. I have to watch more just now. Oh, yeah. It's really funny. It's basically, the premise is a theater group putting on a production, but things just keep going wrong throughout the whole show. And it's just kind of how they try to deal with it without, letting the show be ruined. So it's a lot of, funny situations with straight faces, and it's hilarious. And that one I would say is pretty family friendly, unlike my What We Do in the Shadows recommendation. I would say maybe watch it first. There are some references and maybe some light language, but nothing major. My kids have watched it, so take that for what it's worth. Just saw a Christmas one. It was magic. Yes, the Christmas one is pretty funny. I have none of those. Ooh. Busy weekend would be good. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. First, we're going to go farming. We're going to get one level 5 field. And then we're going to do busy weekend, which is going to give us either a milk or a wool. Do I have a preference? I'm not sure I have a preference. We'll use wool just because I'm gonna get milk from the sheep, so wool's gonna be a little harder for me to get. If you have a chance, I posted my Star Wars goodies on Discord. Oh, nice. Speaking of Star Wars goodies, today, I don't know if it's legitimate, but on the Walmart website, they had Star Wars Rebellion advertised for $29.99 or something along those lines. It was around $30. That's normally like an $80 game, $70, $80 game. So we put it in order for it. I'm hoping they will honor it and it will show up. We'll see. Fingers crossed. They may look at that and go, "Oh, that was an accident. We weren't supposed to do that. We can't sell that for that much." We'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping it'll work, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. All right. Oh, the other thing I was doing was planting 2 fields. So I'm going to plant another rye. You know what? I might just go rye heavy, and then that way I'll still have some left over after harvesting. Because then I'll be able to pay for my bonus and still have some left over for the whatnots. Alright. So that's that. Alright. Alright. So now we've got, if I spend 5, 6, or 8 hops, I can get +2 jewelry. And draw, and draw 0, 1, or 2 cards. So this one, the benefit is the additional benefit is the extra cards that I would get to draw. Wait, which one, Clay? The Star Wars Rebellion, which is the one that I'm told very much kind of models the first trilogy. Oh, I'm gonna have to go check out that stuff in your Discord, Data. Spent too much this week. Wife would aggro me, and I have to tank or healer. Have no tank or healer. Alright, I have no empty fields, but these are all going to harvest. I have a lot of crops now, that's for sure. 2 milk with my sheep. 3 milk. Alright, and now we're spending resources. It costs 3 goods, but if I use 2 different types of goods, then I only have to spend 2. So, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to I'm going to spend my 14 goods of the same type. So 5, 10, 14. Just so that way I don't make the mistake of accidentally spending those things that I wanted. Alright, so that and that to move that. Got a flax and a fur. That. Brew house. I need to spend more barley than hops. Oh, but I don't have any hops, so I'd have to spend all 3 of my barley. Which actually, we'll just move that there and get rid of this one. More brick. Oh, I only have 1 brick. No! Yeah, I can't spend more brick. I can't spend more brick than wheat, or than rye, because I don't have more brick than rye. It's in the common room. Oh, Star Wars General. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out, Data. Okay. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to spend the milk and the meat to move this one. Is it worth spending anything else if I know I'm not going to be able to move? Probably not. Anything in my hand? Give me brick or jewelry. No. Trying to decide if I want to keep my sheep or if it's time to say goodbye to the sheep. Now I want to make Reubens. Ooh. That does sound good. There's a brewery in my hometown that makes a Reuben with like chunks of corned beef instead of like the sliced stuff, and it's really good. They toast it with like this super melty cheese. It's really good. I can send you the name for it if you want, but it's sheep up or sheep out. All of these are asking me for hops, but I don't have a way to get hops yet. I need to get some cards that give me the ability to get hops. That's what I'm finding out. Yeah, lock that. It's really good. All right. Well, unfortunately, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do this round. Oh, that's not good. Alright, either one or two. It's gonna be two. So we're gonna get 8 workers again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got a Doctor Strange fig this week from the What If series from Becky. Oh, cool. I've never watched the What If series, but I've heard, I guess I would say I've heard some mixed reviews on it. There's a restaurant in our town, Clay, that has a Reuben soup. Yum. Shadowbox of Han and Leia is from me and my wife's 20th anniversary with our names inside of and wedding date. Oh, that's cool data. I love the Doctor Strange episode. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look into that. I might have to check that out. Alright. Alright, I get a meat and a fur from my income. And then do my actions. Alright. Well, we definitely need some brick. What round are we on? We're on round 4. 3. I'm going there for 1. Actually, I could go to that land sale and get 3 and a jewelry, which is pretty good. Let's do that instead. Sell off a land for a jewelry and 3 brick. I love the "I love you, I know" message inside of it. Data, when we were down in Walt Disney World. When was it? February, and my wife and I almost got matching T-shirts. So mine or her said I would have the Leia silhouette and said "I love you," and mine had the Han silhouette and said "I know." We almost picked those up. Probably should have. One day I'll do a little panoramic picture of my streaming /office /man cave room. Awesome. Yeah, behind the scenes tour, Data. I like it. Do it. Okay. So we did the land sale. We got some jewelry and some brick. So now we're good there. Let's do some planting. I'm gonna do this one here and plant 3. Because this one would give us 4, but that's getting really expensive. So let's plant some. Let's plant some rye. And hops. We should probably finally get some of that. And what else do I need? I'm starting to run pretty low on barley, I suppose, so we'll get some more of that. Tattoos the head, that would be sweet. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Becky! 10th anniversary is in 10 days. There you go. Make it happen. That would be pretty sweet. I don't think I could talk Jen into the tattoos. The t-shirts aren't a problem. Tattoos would be a little tricky. Give me another sheep. That's pretty good. I do need sheep. Sheep at the end of the game are going to give me points. 5. Ooh. Get that for 2 more jewelry. That's... Oh boy, maybe I should have done that instead. So this time I'm going to have to spend 4 goods, but I can spend 3 goods if I use 2 different types. So how can I do this for the least amount of actions? we're gonna get a sheep and a meat. And then we're going to give up a sheep for 4 meat. And 2 fur. Let's see, what else can I do? Boy, I'm really tempted to get more tools so that I can make a big swing late. Told her about Ravenwood Castle. We can't really go anywhere presently, though. Sure, yeah, with the current situation, obviously that wouldn't really work out. I think it would be a lot of fun to do like a get a group of friends to travel to a location and bring a bunch of board games and stuff and basically have our own little mini convention. I think that would be great. Not for your anniversary, but just in general. I mean, maybe for your anniversary. I don't know what you and Becky are into. Alright, I'm gonna... See, I've got a lot of these. I think if I can plant at least one more field. I plant one field without having to spend a lot of stuff. Not really. Dang. Yeah, best I could do is this one. Move up to 2 fields into row 5. So only got the 1 empty field. Plant a crop. Plant another hops. And this one I'm going to turn in for a 4th tool. Traveling board games. At Last by Etta James is our song. Had it playing when I proposed, and it was sung at our wedding reception. Aw, Locke. Not for our anniversary, it was directed at me. Yeah, no, I will leave that to you two. Ooh, she loves scallops? Oh my gosh. I love scallops. Scallops is one of my favorite foods. Alright, that's the end of my actions. What do I have here? 1, 3, or 5 milk for 1, 3, or 5 fur. Yeah, that's alright. I'm gonna need to start getting some more of these bonus point cards, though. Alright, no empty fields. But we're gonna harvest. Okay. this one here, which says that if I have 7 barley or 2 hops, which I do, I get a sheep. "10 days to master risotto," and go. Oh, yeah. Locke, you can handle risotto. I'm sure of it. I've made risotto, so if I've made risotto, you can make risotto. You definitely have a higher skill than myself. Alright. And then we're going to pay our 8 hops to get 2 jewelry. Can I spend any of this other stuff? Not at the moment. I need different cards. I should be spending more time getting some better cards. Alright, that's the... Oh, I haven't done... so I get 3 milk, actually. Alright, now it's time to move my stuff. So for 1 movement there... Oh, actually, I don't have to move that yet. Hold on. I got 3 goods of 2 different types. So 1, 2, 3. I can move that. That's gonna shift. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You know what, I'm gonna leave that there. And do... I'm still doing the 2 different types, but I'm gonna do 2 barley instead of a flax and a barley, because the flax I can use for the manufacturer also, and I have less of those resources. Got the manufacturer, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. The brew house. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I'm gonna use one of my tools to do 1, 2, 3. Cooling house. 1, 2, 3. I could spend those jewelry, but I mean, those are points at the end of the game, so. God, I was probably doing all this in New World. Yeah, probably. I mean, it does kind of have that feel to it, a little bit. I do like Uwe Rosenberg games in general. Surprisingly, one of my favorites is Glass Roads, which I don't think too many people have very high up on their list, but I think that's a great game. Unfortunately, that's not one that I can play solo very easily. I'm gonna start moving some stuff. 1, 2. I'm gonna get these started. I mean, that is worth points at the end of the game, but if I can get a higher value in here before the end of the game, then I'm gonna be better off, I think. Shown in the window of my community building. You're killing zombies in your board game too? Not the one I happen to be playing at the moment. One that I really would like to play is Project Elite. I think that would be really fun. It's a real-time dice rolling, shooting aliens type of game. Glass Road does look interesting. Yeah, Locke, it's one of my faves. Alright, quadrant 1. Oops. I've got 2 more rounds. So I've got this round and 1 more round, and then that's the end of the game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 19. What's up, Titan? How was your stream? Thought maybe you were crafting a ton. I mean, that's usually where you can find Kylaris. Okay. What are the cards telling me to do? Cards are telling me you need more cards. So first thing I'm going to do is come over here and see if I can find any more good end of bonus cards. 11 crops of the same type. I just spent all my crops. With my other one, I'm going to come over here and grab one of these cards. Oh, interesting. If I have exactly 1 empty field, I can plant wool in the field as though it were a crop. I don't know how that works scientifically, but it's fine. Spider Monkey again with a gift sub. Gift sub to Titan. Thank you so much, Spider Monkey. Stream went well. Losing streak is definitely over. 2 successful scenarios today. All right, guys. If you're interested in watching some Gloomhaven, go check out Titan. He's got a good stream going over there, and he's playing a lot of the Gloomhaven digital. What? No, I didn't do such a thing. It was totally my twin Spider Monkey defense. Okay, yeah, my fault. I have a founder badge now. Yeah, definitely go check out Titan. Thanks for the shout out in the chat there, Locke. Yeah, go check out Titan. Good guy, great stream, a lot of fun to watch. All right. I got the cards, but I got cards that I don't really need, or that are not super helpful. I could. Well, I could get. I can get stuff. I'm pretty sure I can get stuff. I do wish that cultivation spot had cleared out. We're gonna go here up here to farming instead, though. We're gonna plant. We're gonna plant. I still need. I don't think I need hops so much anymore. Barley. We'll plant a hops anyway. And 2 rye. Oh, Data got Titan with a follow. Nice. Yeah, Selfish Lock drew the badges for Titan. Tried to rate a friend of the community only to realize I don't follow them yet. Whoops. Oh, yeah, that happens. That happens. Got plenty of fur, got the meat. There's 2 crops. Let's go up here to the sheep breeding. Spend 4 milk to get 2 more sheep. Brain was so focused on food, I read the comment wrong. Whoops. Yeah, I'm actually getting a little hungry myself. It's been a while since dinner. I'm not even. I can't even tell what time it is. Almost midnight. All right. Sheep gains around. We don't necessarily need that so much anymore. Wool could be helpful. Am I spending wool anymore? No, I'm not. Decisions. We're gonna do this, move a craft building back space to the left to get 2 jewelry. Get 5 brick now, which is pretty good. It's a much better return when you go late in the game. Still got these fruit flies down here. Oh, I never moved my boulders after the last move. Alright, where am I? I think... I'm gonna take the +3 crops while that's cheap. I think I should take the barley because I'm pretty low on that. Titan, thanks for the bits, my friend. As far as badges go, we're almost to month 6. Nice. Got a limited time burger from Jack in the Box. Oh, you know, I have never been to Jack in the Box. What a guy. Really appreciate that, Titan. That's awesome, man. Thank you. All right, going for the barley, I think, and then I've got one worker left for this round. I mean, really, the best return would be getting those 1 wool per sheep. It's a lot of wool. That is a lot of wool. Let's do it. 1 wool per sheep, so that's 5 wool. I'm missing out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we have them here. Yeah, just like Locke said, I don't think we have them here in Michigan. Yeah, they don't make it. They don't make it over this far. I have been out to the West Coast, but it was like a red eye out to California and taught a class, and then red eye back. So I did not do a lot of. I ate at the hotel restaurant. I take that back. After the teaching the class, I did go to a local bar or like a local brewery right across the street from the hotel. But what do you have set up for this board game stream? Titan, are you asking about the board game, or are you asking about my setup? Right, so we're playing Hallertau, which is a Uwe Rosenberg game. Itching to rig something up for your new gaming table. Oh, yeah. Titan, if you want, I can, when I'm set up, when I'm done with the stream, I can take a picture of how I have everything set up, and then I can kind of show you how I have it for my stream. I think I've found a way that works pretty well without having to do like ceiling mounts and all that kind of stuff, because I really don't want to start putting holes in our new ceiling. Like, we just had the basement finished, and that's where I have all my game stuff set up. Really don't want to start putting holes and stuff if I don't have to. That'd be great. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah, I gotta show off that new gaming table for sure. I know I always ask you during stream and then don't follow up after. Sorry about that. Oh, no worries, Titan. No worries. Yeah, I mean, I can message it to you in Discord. So yeah, I'll shoot you a quick pic and just kind of show you how I have stuff set up. Won't be too much trouble. All right, that was my last worker. 1 sheet gains 1 round, but I don't have to do that. All right, what do I have here? 0, 1, or 3 milk to plant. Oh no. That could have been helpful. Actually, it might be helpful for the last round. Okay. Empty fields improve. I have no empty fields. I'm gonna harvest a bunch of stuff though. I'm gonna put this down to 1 and this up at 5, just because it's that 3 spot's getting a little crowded. It's the same amount. Gotta put it to use. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see it in action. Milk, I get 5 milk from my sheeps. Okay. Now we get to moving. 4 goods if I use 2 types, or 3 goods if I use 3 types. So I can spend 1, 2, 3 to move this. Spend 1, 2, 3 to move this one. More barley than hops. I can only spend 2, so I still have to spend 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this one. Cooler house. Yeah, again, only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can I get any more? I've got 4 tools, so I can move 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yeah, I think I could still do it. I do 1, 2, 3. Move that. I'll hold off on that for right now. I'll hold off on that also. Let's do this one first. So we've got more brick than wheat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And a cooling house. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna spend my 2 jewelry. One of these last 2. Oh, I think I'm getting maybe close. Yes. So if I can move everything over one more time, I'll actually start scoring some points at the end of the game for that. Fingers crossed. Of course, now I have no resources or anything, so this will be interesting. I get 12 workers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. You're on the border for getting points. Got it. Yes, exactly. Quadrant 2 is cheap. That hasn't cleared out all game. Interesting. Man, that kind of stinks, so now everything else is really expensive. Luckily I have quite a few cubes, so that's good. That is good. Over. That income, I get 1 meat and 1 fur. And start taking our actions. Don't need that yet. I might use that later. Exactly what empty field doesn't have. Let's spend that milk to plant 2 fields. Pretty good. First, let's do this. Use this space here. Move up to 2 empty fields into row 5. So we'll do that first, and then use this card, spend 1 milk to plant 2 empty fields. Barley and the rye. I just remembered Clay ain't. Oh my gosh. Lock. I'm glad you entertained yourself. This and a yarn, and we're gonna plant 2 more fields. We're gonna do we better do a flax because we have no flax. Do a flax, and should probably do another barley because we don't have much. This is pretty cheap, so we'll do that. That's plus 2 crops. Let's do a hops and a flax. We also get a we'll do a milk. This one and do brick equal to the round number, so we're getting 6 bricks, so that actually puts us at 9 brick. I demand context. Yeah, Titan might need some context. You can breathe again. Good. That's good. I'm glad. Lock. You and Kylaris and your puns. Is there a good way to get... Sheep are good. Those are going to be some points. We'll do that. So, meat and another sheep. Oh, that's gold. Don't get him started again, Titan. Boy, you know, I'm almost tempted just to take a bunch more tools. If I can move them all a second time. I think I need at least one more tool. Because then I have the potential to at least move all 5 of the boulders out of the way. Just saying that song and I busted up laughing. Awesome. I'm trying to look for stuff that gives me a fair amount of resources for not too much. Honestly, that brick might be the way to go. So actually what I might do is take one more of these cards and see if maybe I can get something good, which I didn't. And then for my final one, that'll go up here, and we'll get +3 crops. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and a barley for the third. Barley seems to be the thing that it's easy. It's very easy to make, but it's one of those things that you tend to run out of pretty quickly. And what do I have here? 5 meat. Nope. Oh, that would have been really good to get earlier. 5 meat and 3 wool to get 3 flax. That would have been kind of handy. Okay. No fields to improve, so this is going to come off here. I'm just going to put that up at 3 and get rid of that one. And 5 barley, 5 rye, 3 flax. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 milk. Alright, so now we're going to start moving some stuff. If I use 3 types, I only have to pay 4. 1, 2, 3, takes care of this one. This one here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes care of that one. More barley than hops, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Brick. Five goods I have to use here. So 1. Now, so basically all of that and one of these. Meat. Or the cooling house I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm supposed to stay in one more brick, actually. There was 1 brick short on that last one. Don't want to be accused of cheating. People actually look down on the Halloween decorations from their houses in New World. Oh, why is that? People actually took down the Halloween decorations from their houses in New World. Huh. I'd probably leave them up. Halloween decorations are awesome. So that's 18 points I'm scoring there. That's pretty nice. What am I scoring for at the end of the game? I should probably know that. Cards. Not much for cards. I don't think I'm doing very well. It seems like I never got that. We're gonna get rid of 2 sheep for this card here, just because that's gonna be a 3-point swing. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can do it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Spend 5, but I have to spend more barley than I can't do it. I'm 1 barley short. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oops. This one. 6. Yeah, I can't do the cooling house either. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see where we ended up. People barely do that in the real world. Surprised people did it in game, right? They'll have their Christmas decorations up all year. Alright. I'm gonna switch over and use my... I have a... it's called Scorekeeper app on my phone. It's kind of nice. Very easy way to keep track of scores in board games. It's just me. Solo game. Alright. So first we're doing points from our community boards. So I have 18 from the window and then 369 on the other side of the board. Each sheep. So I'm getting 4 points for that. Jewelry, I've got nothing there. Point for every 5 goods, tools, and whatnot. Alright. So these 3 tools, because I used them, they actually go away at the end of the game. I have 2 unused tools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 points. And 1 more point from that. Okay. And then cards, I've got 10 from that. 1 here. 3 here. And 5 here. Oof. I only scored 53. 100 is supposed to be a good score, so that was not great. I call mine a calculator. Oh, this is sort of, it's a little different than that, because it's, I don't know if you can see it, it's got like a, just, oh, actually I guess you guys are facing this way, aren't you? It's got some, I don't know, plus minus, it's a little simpler than a calculator. Does it do multiple games? If so, can you name a few? I can use it for any game that I would like. So you can add, so like I could add, Titan, will make you, I don't know, blue. So, like I can add multiple people on here. You can have quite a few. You can do inverse scoring, so like some games have, lower score is the better score. It's got like a one-touch thing to reset back to 0. It's basically a calculator. It's just a little simpler. Oh, I thought it had specific game apps in the app. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, no. There is a... Who is it? WizKids has an... So, I don't know if you've ever played the game Fantasy Realms, but that game, it's a really cool card game, but the game was very short, but it took forever to score. WizKids came out with a really nice app that actually you just put the cards in that you have at the end of the game, and it'll score it for you. And that makes me want to play that game more now. Like it was to the point that like I didn't really want to play that game that much anymore because most of my time was spent scoring and not actually playing the game. You haven't heard of that one? I think it was just nominated for. I don't think it was the Spiel des Jahres. I think it was the Kenner Spiel, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so that's Hallertau. I like the Uwe Rosenberg games. I like the solo mode in this one quite a bit. Oh yeah, the Gloomhaven apps I found made playing the game super simple and more fun to play, so I totally get that. Yeah, I use one for like setup, so I don't have to look in the book and have like rooms spoiled for me. There are apps out there that'll just like they will hide the next room from you and won't reveal it until you're ready for it. So it lets me set up the like I can set up the first room, we'll go through the scenario. Once we open the next door, I'll hit a button on the app and then it'll reveal the next room and then I'll set that up. It's kind of nice because then yeah, I don't know what's coming. It doesn't get spoiled for me. I used to use a Magic the Gathering life counter app back when we played. Like I've been considering picking up some Magic cards just because I think the game looks fun. I don't want to get into like, I don't want to get into like CCGs or anything like that necessarily, but I do like the idea of talking about the scenario viewer. Yeah, it might have been something like that. That sounds familiar. That might have been what it was. But yeah, so like lock with Magic, I know they have like there's like I think it's called like the Party Night or Party Pack or something like that. Basically, it looks like it comes with like 5 different decks or something, and then they're like just 5 pre-built decks, and I think that would be all that I would need, just so I could sit down and play the game. Because the game looks fun. I just have no desire to track down cards and be competitive and all that kind of stuff. That's why I liked the Keyforge decks. Keyforge, it's just like, this is your deck. Like, this is all I needed. Like for Keyforge, this is your deck, and you don't have to worry about like there's no. I had like 5,000 worth stolen, so yeah, I stopped playing after that. Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Still have my favorite deck at least. Lost about 15 decks. Wow, ouch. Commander decks. Yeah, I've heard commander decks are the way to go. That sounds like fun. Like I said, I wouldn't mind getting into it. I wouldn't mind. I'm just cautious about that. It's the same reason I haven't gotten into like miniatures gaming and stuff like that. I know as soon as I do, there goes my wallet. You enjoy Commander? Yeah. I might look into it. Like I said, maybe getting a couple of, or like getting like the dual decks or something. I don't know. Tried Keyforge and couldn't get into it. Commander's fun, but only 1 versus 1. After that, it gets to be too much for me. Right. Yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. Honestly, in most situations, I'm probably going to be only playing 1v1 anyway. Artifact deck became a commander deck. Okay, cool. Warhammer 40k equals rich man's game. Yeah, no doubt. Although I've been interested in maybe picking up like a couple of war bands or something, or Warcry, and just putting together like little skirmish teams, and then just using those. That may not be so bad. I think I don't remember if we were discussing it on stream the last time when Carl played Vinyl with me, but we were talking about how I generally don't tend to suffer from completionist syndrome. I don't. I like collecting games. I don't necessarily feel like I need to own everything for every game that I own. I will buy expansions and things like that for games that I do like, but I don't necessarily feel like I have to own every expansion or track down every promo or component upgrade and that kind of stuff. So I think if I were to start off with like a small, like I said, kill team or something like that, I think I would be okay with just having those and calling it good. I hope. I really enjoyed the Dice Forge expansion. Yeah, I said from the get-go that was... So, we went to the Gen Con that game was released, and we played it like 4 or 5 times, just back to back to back. I really like Dice Forge, but I said right then that it would probably need some expansions at some point, and then they released one, and I never picked it up. Malifaux and War Machine is a lot of fun also. Secret Cabal guys talked about Malifaux a while back, I remember. I really don't know too much about either of those, though. Actually, one miniatures game that looks really fun to me is that Gaslands. I'm not sure if you've checked that out yet, but basically you take like Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels cars and you soup them up with weapons and stuff, and then the rulebook gives you rules for basically driving around and shooting your friends. That one sounds like a lot of fun. Plus, modeling out your cars would be pretty cool. I do have Warhammer Underworlds, which is sort of Games Workshop's board game version of their skirmish games. Yay, driving around and shooting friends. I thought it sounded like fun. Yeah, I've got Shadespire, and I do need to get those minis painted at some point. I should have painted them before I put them together, but I wanted to try. Working out the game, and so I put it together, and then realized, you know what, I should have painted it first, then put it together. Oh well. I'll play almost anything at this point in my life. Right, yeah. And that's kind of where I am too. I honestly just... So, I know I've said multiple times in the last couple of streams actually, that I really enjoy learning new games. That goes for like learning about new types of games too. So I would like to try... a tabletop miniatures game. I'd like to try... I have tried some CCGs. I've played the Star Wars CCG. I've played Seven Seas. I feel like there was one more that I'm blanking on. I've played Magic Arena on the PC. Oh, by the way, we're going to be testing out a game on Tabletop Simulator made by a member of the community to enter into a contest. Oh, you talking about Parallel's card game? Yeah. So Parallel works for Game Crafters, and Game Crafters has a card game or game design competition going on, and Parallel's been working on a card game. Yeah, he's Titan. He sent me the files for it. I've had a chance to look at it a little bit. I tried to print and play it, but my printer didn't like that too much. I would definitely be interested in trying it out, though. I think it sounds pretty cool. Did you say it was on Tabletop Simulator? I do have Tabletop Simulator. At the very least, I'll be popping in to take a look at it for sure. Puppet Wars Unstitched is a great miniatures board game. You even put together the minis and paint them. Nice. You don't think I've ever heard of that one? Yeah, stop by and check out Critical Hits Live. Bunch of great guys over there. A lot of fun to watch. Super funny dudes. I've been getting a kick out of watching their... they've been streaming the Fiasco RPG on Monday nights, and it's... I don't remember the last time I laughed so hard watching a stream. Okay, sorry, it's game people here, so wanted to let y'all know. Did I miss it? What are you sorry for? Are you talking about sorry for for letting us know? You're good, Titan. No, yeah, definitely go check it out. Do you know? Are they streaming it tomorrow? Started Blades in the Dark campaign. Okay, cool. Oh, for taking over the chat? Yeah, don't worry about that, man. No worries there. No, we love the chat here. Alright, guys. It's a little... Oh, boy. What time is it? Like 12:30? I should probably get to bed. I'm going to have an early day tomorrow. Stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, cool. I will make a point to be there, Titan. I will at the very least stop by to check out the game. I take over chat all the time about useless garbage, and he hasn't blocked me out yet. Yeah, if Lock's still allowed in, you're good. Data stream, that's Critical Hits Live. Got any plans for the next topic chatting list? Looks like right now the next list is... I think the next list that's got the most votes is the kids games. Favorite kids games list. I think though I may squeeze in. So Data made the suggestion of a like a game gifts list. So stocking stuffers, budget games, things like that. I think that's a great idea with Christmas coming up. I think I may try to sneak that in first, just because of all of the like supply chain issues right now and the delays in shipping and everything. If I'm gonna make a list like that, and if it's gonna be useful to people, I might want to get that out sooner rather than later, so that they have time to, if they want to go online to order any of these things, they can order it in plenty of time. If that makes sense. That way they don't... If I put it out like the week before, they'll order it and they'll never see it until like next June, apparently. So, That's kind of my thoughts. Again, I hope that includes kids games anyway for Christmas. Also, yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm thinking I'll probably do like a couple of categories of like games lists. So rather than just doing like a top 10 kind of thing, I'd probably do like here are some good options for kids, here are some good options for stocking stuffers, here are some good like non-board game like board game adjacent or game like tabletop adjacent gifts that you could give. Um, Things kind of like that. Um, that's kind of what I have in mind. But if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know. Um, Again, we've got a community challenge up right now, so if we hit 100,000 by the end of the 30 days, I'll do a full game library tour. Hope Love Letter makes the list as well. Awesome. We'll see. We'll see, Data. We'll see. We'll have. I may have Data put his own list in the chat too, because he's got some good suggestions also. Cthulhu horror now for kids. Hey, Calaris contributing to the collection tour challenge. Oh, and there's Titan. All right, boy, we're gonna get there before you know it. At that rate. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go through this whole collection. Maybe I should have made that a much larger goal. Budget is key. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Data. I think, like I said, that I think a budget list will be just set a dollar value for me. I think budget will definitely be one of the lists. I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult when it comes to, you know what, let me get switched back over here. Since I'm chatting at you guys, I don't need this top-down shot anymore. I think it's tricky when we say budget because everybody's budget might be a little bit different. What is expensive to me might be cheap to some. You know, so if I were to set a dollar value of, say, $25, some people will look at that and say, well, I can't get anything for $25. You know, so I definitely want to do something along those lines. I do want to set have a budget list. I'm just having some difficulty kind of setting the parameters for that. Maybe a budget list and a non-budget list. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking I might do. Like I said, I'm when I do this list, I'll probably have it kind of separated out into multiple like subgenres, like little sub lists within the list. And still in print, yeah, that's definitely important data. Yeah, I'm not going to point you to Space Hulk, sorry. I know it's your favorite game, but yeah, I'm not going to tell people to go pick that up because they'll be paying out the nose for it. um, yeah, so like I said, I think that'll be my next list, and then that'll give folks a little bit more time to vote on the next list that they want to do. Or that they would like to see. Mix of both would make it easy for you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think that's probably the way I'm leaning. Um, So next stream should be, uh, it'll be this weekend. I'm I'm in kind of an transition period still with the stream and trying to figure out what day or time on the weekend works better. Um, the Sunday late afternoon, early evening stream last week actually went pretty well, so that might be a good option. Saturdays just Saturday mornings usually are okay, and I don't like putting it off till Sunday because that's a long time between streams. But Saturdays are tricky just because we tend to have plans on Saturdays. So, uh, yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. Hopefully, I'll be able to iron that out soon though, and figure out it'll either be Saturday or Sunday though. I can guarantee that it'll be one of the days this weekend. I'm just not sure yet whether or not I'm gonna keep the Saturday morning stream or if I'm gonna move to Sunday evening. Maybe both. Who knows? Depends on what we've got going on this weekend, I suppose. um, yeah, so I will. I will plan on seeing you guys then. I may try to do the list. Uh, Sunday does sound better. Gives you more time with real life. Yeah, that's kind of the yeah. Um, it is. It's a little tricky with so many plans happening on Saturdays. Um, it's kind of the same reason why I didn't want to try and stream on like Friday nights. I knew Friday nights were going to be tricky also. So like Friday nights and pretty much all day Saturdays are typically pretty tough. Sunday generally don't have a whole lot going on, so Sunday probably would work fine. Um, like I said, it's just a matter of I really wish I didn't have to wait so long in between my streams. Honestly, if I had my way, I would probably stream 3 nights a week at least, rather than just the two. Um, to me, having 2 nights a week feels like it's too long in between streams. Um, but until I get some sort of schedule figured out, um, I don't know that that's gonna work just yet. Like I said, fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, thanks everybody who contributed to the community challenge. Big thanks to Spider Monkey Attacks for the gift subs to Legends and to Titan. Really appreciate that. You are amazing. And yeah, uh, outside of that, we will see you guys on Saturday or Sunday. Have a great night, everybody.